1400 WJZM radio, 7 o'clock, 67 degrees in downtown Clarksville. We'll take an extended look at our weather forecast after this update in national news.
WJZM Radio, Clarksville, Tennessee.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Emergency responders and residents in central Mexico continue the frantic search for anybody trapped in the rubble of collapsed buildings. This after yesterday's 7.1 magnitude earthquake. Here you're listening to people trying to find the students who may be buried alive inside the rubble of a collapsed building in Mexico City. In Puebla, Mexico, Richard Justin Permenter says he was there when the quake hit.
It was crazy. Luckily, we're in the main center square. So even though there's some big buildings around us, none of the buildings fell.
More on the quake that's blamed now for 217 deaths in all. Correspondent Jackie Quinn.
At least 44 buildings in Mexico City alone came tumbling down, including a school where children perished inside. There are mountains of debris.
The ground was moving underneath my feet.
Richard Permenter, who's American, took to Facebook Live, worried about aftershocks in Puebla.
We just came over to the open square here so that if anything did fall, it wouldn't fall on us.
There had been earthquake drills earlier in the day because it was the 32nd anniversary of another quake that killed thousands of people. And less than 2 weeks after a quake in southern Mexico claimed 90 lives. I'm Jackie Quinn.
Hurricane Maria has weakened to a Category 4 storm as it closes in on Puerto Rico, but remains a very dangerous hurricane, according to forecaster Richard Pash at the National Hurricane Center, who expects landfall in just a few hours.
Maria is a very strong and powerful Category 4 hurricane. Its maximum sustained winds are near now about 155 mile an hour, and it's very close to the coast of Puerto Rico, about 50 miles southeast.
Puerto Rico, an unincorporated territory of the United States, known for its mountainous terrain and scenic waterfalls. It hosts a population of about 3.4 million. This is SRN News.
Commercial loans, Heritage Bank. Those are the only 4 words you need to know to make your commercial project a reality. Whether it's a new building for your business or a new business altogether, the commercial lenders at Heritage Bank can make things happen so you can make your business a success. Call or stop by your local Heritage Bank office today. At Heritage Bank, we're open for business. Your business.
NMLS number 431499. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Bankwithheritage.com.
The big 1400 WJZM radio, Clarksville area weather, warm, humid, near 90 for a high today. Maybe a pop-up shower in our forecast. Overnight low around 70. And for Thursday, much more of the same. Temperatures right around 88 for an expected high with that 20% chance of maybe a pop-up shower. Currently, we're at 68 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Time now for a look at traffic. Here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Traffic around the city and the county moving along for this Wednesday morning. I don't see any big holdups along the way, but we will travel around the city and the county here. 41A Fort Campbell, slow in a couple of spots. 79 Woodlawn looks good this morning. 48 and 13 coming into the city from the county, very slow in a couple of areas, especially out by Montgomery Central. 41A Sango slow due to all the construction. Looks like the MLK 76 connector, not bad this morning. It is a little slow out by the interstate. And 79 out in St. Bethlehem, slow in a couple of spots. And Trenton Road, Tylertown Road out by the interstate, slow as well. Now looking at the interstate map all the way into Nashville, it looks pretty good this morning, but let's check in with Commander Chuck and see what's going on with the Nashville traffic.
Well, good morning. We're watching traffic volume build out here. Pretty much on schedule now. 24 up through the Hickory Hollow area. Minor wreck 40 westbound near Fessler is being moved. Lebanon Pike and Central Pike. They're in the clearing stages of that wreck. Traffic volume already getting a little bit busy at times now on Vietnam Vets coming through Hendersonville. Performance Studios at 523 Thompson Lane is over 10,000 square feet of showroom floor, and they've got your Halloween costume this year. Go by and see them. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
That's been a look at your latest national news, your traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Heritage Bank. It is 7:04, and that brings us to the Wednesday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. Good morning, Chuck Edwards. How are you today?
Good morning, John Michaels. You know what?
What?
I look forward to coming in here, being with you on Good Morning Clarksville. each and every day, Monday through Friday. I look forward to being here. We have such a good time. I mean, with great music, you know. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. It is the Wednesday edition. No, you know what that means?
What?
It is a Governor Wednesday.
Hello, Governor.
That's exactly right. We'll be talking Austin Peay State University, everything Governor, here on Good Morning Clarksville. We expect Bill Persinger is going to be here, and he'll bring a guest with him as we have Governor Wednesday. Between 8 and 9, right here on the Big 1400. Musically this hour, the Supremes, Clarence Carter, and some Guess Who on the way. Time now for a look at birthdays. Gunnar and Matthew Nelson are 50. They're Ricky Nelson's twin sons and the grandsons of Ozzie and Harriet.
Yeah, they were famous.
Well, no, I mean, they... They were in a group. Remember the group Nelson?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had a song, I Just Can't Live Without Your Love and Affection. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're 50. Gary Cole is 61. He played Bill Lumberg in Office Space, and he was also Will Ferrell's dad in Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, and Andrew Klein on Entourage. Hockey legend Guy Lafleur is 66. Is Guy Lafleur. I'm sorry. I'm Guy. Yeah, I'm still learning, hockey enunciation, especially when they're from Canada.
Yeah, that can be a little challenging.
Game of Thrones author George R.R. Martin is 69.
R.R.
Yeah. A lot of British people, they have double middle names. And,
George Red Robin? Oh,
no.
Probably not.
Sophia Loren.
Oh, she's 92.
No.
85.
No.
79.
You're out. She's 83. Yeah. 15 days to World Teachers Day. 41 days to Halloween. Uh-oh. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
46 days until daylight savings ends.
Oh no. Why can't they just leave it?
Back. We get an extra hour of sleep.
Yeah.
We get an extra hour of sleep. 44 days till Thor, the movie, comes out. 58 days till Justice League. And 86 days to Star Wars.
But it gets dark so early.
That's okay.
I don't like that.
That's okay, John.
I want it to stay
it's all
just
right.
like it
it's
is.
all right. You can use your flashlight. It's okay.
Already.
It's okay.
I want it to stay.
No, it's okay.
I like that extra hour of daylight in the evening.
Well,
I hate
John,
it when it gets dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, let's just say that, you can have an extra hour of daylight. We'll just put flashlights all around your house, and, Roxy can, scamper up and down.
I want my extra hour of daylight. Let's just leave daylight savings time in. Let's don't change it. Just leave it. Either take it away or leave it. I don't like the spring ahead, fall back, spring ahead, fall back.
Well, to me, it gives you something to look forward to.
What?
An extra hour of sleep.
Yeah, but then they take it away.
Well, then you got to look forward to it again. I can't wait,
I almost cussed.
No, I'm glad you 1400 WJZM Radio, where we're just ahead of Justin Swallows with the Sports Now update. 720 on the Big 1400, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville. 68 degrees, near 90 for a high today. Back in the day, September 20th, 45 years ago, 1972, police found some cannabis growing on Paul and Linda McCartney's farm.
Uh-oh.
Do you believe that?
Well, they were farmers.
They were farming the wrong thing.
Oh.
They were farming the wrong thing.
Oh.
44 years ago, 1973, we lost a musical icon, Jim Croce.
Yeah.
And his lead guitarist. 4 others died when their plane crashed into a tree. Croce was only 30 years old. 33 years ago, 1984, The Cosby Show debuted on NBC.
You're my pudding pop.
What a waste. What?
You remember those commercials? You're my pudding pop.
Yeah. 31 years ago, Matlock. Yep.
Oh, Matlock.
Andy debuted. And then 19 years ago, in 1998, after a record 2,633 consecutive games, Cal Ripken Jr. of the Baltimore Orioles set out a game against the New York Yankees, getting his first day off in 16 years. But you have to put that into context.
Context? What is that?
The context is that he only works from April through September.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand that. Yeah, he's the Iron Man, and I admire him for, all of that.
The Iron 6-month man.
That's right. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio with Steve Winwood. big 1400 WJZM radio, 68 degrees at 7:20, just ahead of Sports Now Update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville. Well, LeBron James has the biggest contract for the upcoming NBA season. That's right, NBA getting ready to crank up. His gross salary is $33.3 million. But that's before federal, state, and local taxes. So how much does he actually get? Well, according to ESPN, he loses $11.9 million to Uncle Sam. He pays another $2.2 million in state and local taxes. His agent gets $947,000 out of his paycheck, and another $3.3 million goes into a large escrow account. So that's complicated, but basically it's a buffer account that allows players to that goes back to the players after the season when all the money is sorted out. It's part of the process where the owners guarantee that the players will get 51% of their basketball-related income. So after all that, after all is said and done, LeBron takes home about $16.7 million.
He's a pauper.
Yeah.
He's a poor man like us.
$16.7 million. Other NBA players and how much do they make after taxes? Paul Millsap, $15,563,000. He makes $30 million. Wow, is this $30 million as his gross? Yeah. Steph Curry, he takes home around $15,263,000. James Harden, $15 million. Russell Westbrook, $14 million. Al Horford, $14 million. Blake Griffin, $14 million. Kyle Lowry, $12 million. Naturally, all NBA players pay the same in taxes. Not all of them pay the same in taxes.
Well, of course not. All of them don't make the same amount of money.
Yeah, but, you know, they live in different places. For players in Florida, Texas, and Tennessee have no state income tax.
Yeah.
However, they're charged a so-called jock tax for when they're playing in places that do not have local taxes.
Chuck and John, we take home $16.75.
You take $16.75?
Oh, did I? Oh, you don't?
Well, what's this $12.18? I've been.
Oh, well, there's a jock tax.
Oh.
You know, you were a jock back in high school.
Oh, yeah. I did a little radio in college.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
We used to play football, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, okay, see, now we have to have a jock tax.
The big 1400 WJZM radio. Time now for Sports Now Update with Justin Swallows. It's brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville on the big 1400.
This Sports Now update is presented by Culver's of Clarksville. Go online to culvers.com for an update on their frozen custard flavor of the day.
The Nashville Predators split a preseason doubleheader last night against the Florida Panthers. The visitors won the first game 5-3, and the Preds won game 2 3-2 in overtime, thanks to a game-winning goal by fourth-year wingman Mika Salamaki. Preds head coach Peter Laviolette explained the value of a preseason doubleheader, relishing the opportunity to see 40 of the 53 players currently on Nashville's roster compete. Next up on the Preds preseason slate is a Friday night road tilt against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Also today, we want to make sure area football fans know about an opportunity to take a road trip with the Austin Peay Governors. The APSU Athletics Department has arranged a travel package for Saturday night's game at Murray State. For only $50, fans can get a ticket to the game, a bus ride to and from the contest, and a pregame meal served on the ride in. Those interested in this unique travel opportunity should call the Austin Peay ticket office at 931-221-7329. Lastly, today we'll head to the links to celebrate district championships for both the Clarksville High boys and girls golf squads. The Lady Wildcats are well on their way to repeating as state champions after taking the District 10 AAA title with a composite low score of 146. McKinley Cunningham turned in the day's best round, shooting an 18-hole total 72. The boys were led by Christopher Reynolds, who also turned in a 72 and led his team to a 16-shot victory over district runner-up Creekwood. From the WJZM Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
Made to order, never frozen Midwest beef served on a toasted buttery bun is just the beginning at Culver's of Clarksville.
The experience crescendos into fresh homemade custard that you can customize into delectable treats like sundaes, banana splits, or one of their signature concrete mixers. You'll be treated like family and fed like royalty at Culver's of Clarksville, near Exit 4 just off Wilma Rudolph Boulevard at 140 Southampton Place. Culver's of Clarksville. Welcome to Delicious.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, Clarksville area weather. Well, we expect a high today of around 88, maybe a pop-up shower this afternoon, 70 for an overnight low. Thursday, much more the same, near 90 for a high. Isn't it funny that the next week or so, the temperatures are going to be in the mid-80s or higher each day?
Summer has returned.
Well, summer ends Friday.
I know, but it's sticking around. I mean, we had a month of no summer. You know,
well,
it was cool.
So you get 1 out of 2. You know, they're going to change the time so you can be depressed, but you can still enjoy this weather.
I enjoy this weather.
Yeah, when we fall back.
I don't like winter time.
That's okay.
I'm not a wintertime person. And I don't like the dark.
I know.
I want the daylight and the warmth.
You want to be able to see them clowns, don't you? When they jump out at
you. The clowns don't scare me.
Right now, we're at 68 degrees in downtown Clarksville, the Big 1400. Don't forget, Bob Kessling and the Ball Network Notebook comes your way at 7:50 this morning, right here on the Big 1400, WJZM Radio. WJZM Radio, Chuck and John for the Wednesday edition. It is a Governor Wednesday.
Hello, Governor.
Here, that's right. It is all Austin P. Everybody's got on that APSU swag.
Of course.
Somebody absconded with mine.
They did?
Yeah. You know, I took it home and I laid everything out and I had it ready to go. Bill Persinger was so nice to bring us some Austin P swag. I know you're wearing yours.
My black pants on and my shirt.
I had to wear old swag.
Oh, you had to go into the reserve.
I had to go into the backup.
Yeah.
Plan B swag. Plan B APSU swag. But somebody absconded with it at home, and it wasn't Wembley, the Wonder Dog.
It wasn't?
But, you know, it was somebody, absconded with mine. APSU swag. But
we'll
anyway,
have to investigate.
Yeah, so we'll have to get on Bill about bringing us some more APSU swag. But he'll be here.
He
Bill
can't help it
Persinger.
because somebody took yours.
Yeah, but he's
It's
a
not his
nice
fault.
guy, and he wants me to, wear the colors. As big as I am, I'm a walking billboard.
You should take more care of this stuff. Watch it. Put it up.
I
Put it in your
thought I
room.
was taking care of it. I thought I put it where no one would get it, but then when I went to look for it,
put a
it
note
was
on
gone,
it. This
and
is mine.
Before I could ask, did anybody see my Austin? I didn't even get it out of my mouth, and there I see somebody walking down the hall with my Austin P shirt on.
Well, you can still wash it and wear it again.
That's okay. I'll just get on Bill about bringing me some more swag. But it is Austin P Day, so between 8 and 9, it is Governor Wednesday, and Bill Persinger will be here.
He's bringing by one of the goalposts for us to interview.
I think somebody said they need to work on tearing down the goalpost. Didn't Mayor Durrett say they need to work on tearing down the goalpost?
Yeah.
The big 1400 WJZM radio. The world's oldest beer receipt. A beer receipt.
It's probably mine.
No. This was from 2055 BC.
Oh, no, it's not mine.
It's from Sumer. Sumer which is where southern Iraq is today. And the amounts and types of beer served to different people is carved in a stone tablet. Isn't that amazing?
That is.
Yeah. From 2055 BC. Yeah, they would carve them into a tablet. You running a tab, it's getting awfully heavy.
Yeah.
That gives it.
You now owe 3 stones. Oh.
Probably not, but anyway.
I had a daddy soda last night.
Yeah, the first beer receipt. The big 1400. When you take a break, we'll be back right after this.
There's finally a stress-free, no-risk way to buy a new mattress thanks to Beds Express. With their Triple Z guarantee, there's literally no way you can go wrong. Don't waste another night tossing and turning on your old, worn-out bed. Dive into affordable comfort at Beds Express in Clarksville at 1767 Wilma Rudolph Boulevard, Bellevue at 7643 Highway 70 South, and in Murfreesboro at 2222 Medical Center Parkway. Beds Express, Middle Tennessee's better sleep solution.
Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. It's your car, it's your voice. Jackson's Body Shop, the best choice. Dents, dings, major body repair. A free loaner car, 'cause we really care. Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. Call 647-6989 or Jackson's.
In your time of loss, you need to know someone cares. Since 1916, Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home has been serving the Clarksville area with the kindness and respect you deserve. It's their goal to provide quality, compassionate services to you and your family during this very difficult time. Mike Parchman and his staff genuinely care and provide prearranged plans that accept insurance to help ease your pain in your time of grief. Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home. People who care. A name you can trust. Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home. Madison Street in Clarksville.
The Big 1400 is WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
We've got you covered every step of the way. That's what they do at Clarksville Floor Covering. Carpet, hardwood, tile, laminate, vinyl, and area rugs are what they specialize in. Visit Clarksville Floor Covering and let their on-staff interior designer put it all together to give you the look you want. Locally owned and operated since 1961, Clarksville Floor Covering is conveniently located at 606 North Spring Street, behind Sonic off Riverside Drive. Visit their website at clarksvillefloor-covering.com and be sure to check them out on Facebook.
Investments, insurance, retirement planning. Do you have questions? Do you want someone to give you straight and honest answers? Are you not sure who to talk to? Call Mike Biggs with AXA Advisors and work with someone local right down the street. Mike Biggs with AXA Advisors has been in the business of relationships here in Clarksville for over 30 years, helping you find the answers to the questions, making sense of the confusion, and coming up with strategies to help you with the many choices and decisions that have to be made when it comes to planning for the future and planning for the here and now. Mike has a 30-year track record record of trusted service to his clients and to the community and is a steady hand to turn to in these uncertain times. Give Mike a call today at his office at 931-245-5480 or on his cell at 931-320-1516 and let him help you with retirement today or planning for retirement for the tomorrows. Mike Biggs offers securities through AXA Advisors LLC, New York, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC and offers insurance and annuity products through AXA Network LLC.
Why settle for less when you can get more at Wyatt Johnson in Clarksville, your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee? Score and win with Wyatt Johnson GMC Buick, Toyota, Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru, as well as 3 pre-owned superstores for more selection in minutes versus days, shopping place to place. We are the region's largest GMC Buick dealer, the area's newest Toyota dealer, and home of the Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru Giant. You always get more at your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee. The Wyatt Johnson Automotive Family in Clarksville.
For real estate services, Byers and Harvey can do it all. Real estate sales, rentals, property management, commercial and residential development. Byers and Harvey is Clarksville's oldest independent real estate company and has given continuous service since 1878. Byers and Harvey have 3 locations to serve you: in North Clarksville, in the heart of downtown, and at Sango. For more information and listings, visit them online at byersandharvey.com. byersandharvey.com. Byers and Harvey, Clarksville's real estate company.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, where we've got Vol calls this evening with Bob Kessling. Starts at 7 o'clock on all phone calls and talking Vol sports right here on the Big 1400, 7 o'clock this evening. You know, it had to happen. There's a pizza chain called Villa Italian Kitchen, and they have started selling pumpkin spice pizza. Aren't you excited?
You dug that up just because you know.
I know you want to
feel about it.
Well, we don't have a Villa Italian Kitchen, but you know you could probably order it online.
Somebody will probably do it.
Or well, somebody will put that.
Somebody locally will probably make
pumpkin
a pumpkin spice.
pizza. Yeah, you know.
No.
You think? They never.
No.
They could.
No. I won't be eating it.
But I know people would buy it.
Not I.
Go with that latte. Oh yeah, it'd be good.
Negative.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio. Chuck Edwards and John. It is Wednesday with the Guess Who. WJZM Radio, where we've got UT football this Saturday. The Volunteers take on UMass. The Minutemen come to Knoxville. Kickoff at 11 o'clock right here on the Big 1400 with all the action. Bob Kessling will be on the call. Of course, we got Vol Call. Vol Network Notebook coming up in just a few minutes.
We do.
Yep, 7:50.
Probably had some tidbits about the game this weekend. I think the Vols are going to be ready.
Well, the Minutemen, the University of Massachusetts, is 0-4. So, let's see.
It'd be easy picking.
We might get, a lot of people might get a chance to play Saturday. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh.
You've been called to the principal's office.
I may have. Go ahead and talk.
The principal's office.
See what's happening.
The last time that we talked about whiskey on the show, John was talking about, that he felt like he had done a lot of that. That he always says he's done a lot of whiskey, but it's not true. No, he's not true. But anyway, so I was totally thinking to myself that would taste great with some cream cheese and lox.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Well, anyway, hold on. A bakery in Freehold, New Jersey, called the Bagel Nook just started selling bagels that are made with Fireball whiskey. We're not talking about spice lattes. We're not talking about pumpkin lattes.
Fireball.
We're talking about bagels that are made with Fireball whiskey.
That stuff's good. It makes you go.
Well, let me
too.
tell you something.
Yes, sir.
And because of the cinnamon flavor, they say it goes well with their apple cream cheese.
Oh, yes.
Now, they didn't say how much alcohol is in each bagel, but, you got to be thinking it's probably not enough to get you drunk. So we got a phone call?
Well, we do. I think I was called to the principal's office.
Good morning.
But I'm not sure.
Good morning.
Morning, Chuck.
Good morning. How are you?
Hello. Good. Chuck, welcome back.
Thank you.
Haven't spoken to you in a long time.
Thank you.
Time.
I appreciate it.
Anyway, you were talking about the beer tab on carved in stone.
Yes.
All right. Ephesus in Turkey. We took a trip up there. And they had the first advertisement on the side of the road. Carved into the advertisement on the side of the road. Carved into the stones as you walk along the park, along the walkway of that place. Had directions to the library, to the eateries, to the houses of you-know-what. And
houses of you-know-what?
Ill repute.
Oh, ill repute. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
And I was...
Go ahead, Rick.
I was amazed when they were talking about, of all this. And, the guys just looked down here, and this is what it says right here. And I guess it was Greek because it was run by the Greeks then. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Rick? It seems, thank you for calling, but it seems that, the old pun was, this is the cradle of civilization. So, that shows that a lot of these things did start. And, they were advertising and keeping beer receipts. And that is the cradle of civilization with what they did. There's a lot of history there.
Yeah, and believe it or not, the public restroom is still there. And it's like about a 24-holer just going around in a square. And in the middle is what used to be a pit of fire or whatever to keep them warm and all that stuff.
Amazing.
That's neat.
Did they have one of them automatic hand hand dryers that you hit to go?
Yeah, you just raise your hand out the window. And
and it'll dry out. Appreciate it, Rick. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, buddy. See you later.
Big 1400 WJZM Radio. Amazing what you learn. We need to take a break.
We do.
Oh, we don't? We're not going to take a break.
We took one.
Okay, we're going to play. Why don't we play C? Clarence Carter.
Yeah, he's stroking.
No. 1400 WJZM Radio. Clarksville area weather warm today, near 90 for a high, maybe a pop-up shower this afternoon. You know, that was quite a storm. I don't know your area. Did you
just got a little rain?
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Nashville got hit pretty hard in a couple of spots. Do you see where the roof of the daycare
fell in? And the people had to come and help out.
There were 50 kids in there.
But tonight, 74 and an overnight low, near 90 once again on Thursday, with that chance of pop-up showers. That chance of rain is going to be with us for the next 4 or 5 days. It's below
it's not
20%. It's just a pop-up shower, but the humidity's back and the heat is back for the next 4 or 5 days. Temperatures remaining right at the mid-80s to near 90. Right now, we're at 69 degrees in downtown Clarksville, just ahead of the Vol Network Notebook with Bob Kessling. And I was reading an article. I'm always reading something.
You're always perusing through the papers every morning.
Well, I'm always.
I see you have the Do Not Disturb sign up, so I don't come in.
Okay.
If
you match with someone on Tinder and they immediately ask for your birthday and birth year, they're probably trying to steal your identity.
Oh.
But if it's not that, it just might be this. Apparently, there's something called, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You probably already know about this. You're online shopping and astrological snooping.
Ooh.
That's where someone quickly asks a potential date for all the info they need to look into how the stars and planets were aligned where they were born to make sure they're compatible.
That's right.
So if you ask someone out and they tell you, oh, I'm so sorry, you're a Pisces who was born with the moon in Sagittarius, I have to wash my hair that night.
Yeah, we're not compatible.
Now you know why. You have been astrologically snooped, homie. Dating is dumb. Yeah.
Maybe I'm a Leo.
But they want to put all this information in. And now they're looking at your signs, with the stars in alignment. And,
Okay, what sign are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Pisces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No wonder we don't get along.
We ain't dating either.
I know, but we don't get along.
No, don't go there.
No wonder you put that Do Not Disturb sign up.
Yeah. No, we don't do that. But now you know, John. The next time, you meet somebody and, they start asking you all these questions. And if they say, well, I'm doing my hair tonight, so can you call back another time? Then you know that you've been astrologically snooped. And
it's time to move on.
It's time to move on.
Next.
Yep. Vol Network Notebook, Bob Kessling on the Big 1400.
Marquez Callaway is becoming a big play receiver for Tennessee. This is the Vol Network Notebook, brought to you by your local Farmers Co-op. Co-op. Farming Big Orange Country. After catching just one pass all of last season, sophomore wideout Marquez Callaway turned heads in the Georgia Tech game with 4 receptions for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. Against Florida, he had 3 catches for 46 yards. He's now second in the SEC and 12th nationally, averaging almost 25 yards per reception. Callaway said this has all happened because of hard work in the offseason.
Just investment, a lot of extra field work. The receivers push me, I push them. The quarterbacks come, they throw to us, talk to us, coach us up, and of course the coaches, they're always there watching film with us and helping us read coverages as an offense.
After the Georgia Tech performance and the loss of wide receiver Juwan Jennings to injury, Callaway is now a marked man by the opponent's secondary, and he's having to adjust all the attention.
Every play, if the ball gets thrown our way, no matter how or if it's high or low, you have to concentrate and catch it every play.
Marquez Callaway also wants to be a factor in the kicking game. Last year, he returned a punt for a touchdown. He's wanting to do the same this year as he's the primary punt returner. On football Saturdays at Neyland Stadium, there are long-standing traditions that make for an unforgettable experience. There's the Vol Walk, the Power Tee, and singing along with over 100,000 diehard fans as the band plays Rocky Top after a Tennessee touchdown. At your local farmer-owned co-op, they understand the importance and impact of these traditions because for over 70 years, they've had a few of their own, like friendly service, top-notch products, and trusted advice. Co-op. Proudly farming Big Orange Country. Tennessee faces UMass on Saturday. The Minutemen.
Copies in a Flash is your one-stop copy design and print supercenter. Are you looking for wedding invitations, anniversary, or graduation announcements? You can find any kind of announcements you need. Copies in a Flash can provide it in a flash. At Copies in a Flash, business cards are their specialty. Your local Copies in a Flash can handle it all in a flash. Anything to do with printing, see Copies in a Flash at 1841 Business Park Drive in Clarksville. Copies in a Flash offers free delivery. Visit Copies in a Flash and see all their offerings at copiesinaflash.com. Copies in a Flash is proud to support our community and say go Big Orange.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, Bob Kessling's Vol Network Notebook comes your way each day, Monday through Friday, 7:50 here on the Big 1400. And don't forget, Vol calls tonight, a couple hours of calling in and talking to the coaches, talking to Bob Kessling, talking UT football, UT sports on the Big 1400. That comes your way at 7 o'clock. Well, I know there's some depression going around. We're getting, we talked about that time is going to change. We're going to fall back, and it's going to get dark earlier. We're talking about it's going to get cold.
Why do you have to keep bringing that up?
We're talking about tomorrow, Friday, is the first day of fall.
Pumpkin spice crap and
talking
time
about
change.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
So you know that
what is next?
The holidays are on the rise. And did you know that Jingle Bell was written as a Thanksgiving song?
It was.
Yeah, originally.
No, I did not.
Yeah, it was. But anyway, my point is this. The depression sinks
I'm
deep.
depressed already.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some medicine.
Yeah. Nikki Luce Peterson is here, and
she's not depressing, but what you're talking about is
because it is Governor Wednesday.
It
on
is.
The Big 1400,
I love governors.
And she came in with tears in her eyes, and I said, "What's wrong, Nikki?" And she says, "Toys R Us has filed for bankruptcy." Toys R Us has filed for bankruptcy.
What are we gonna do?
And I said, "Well, they're gonna live on. They just have a new name." And she says, "What is that new name?" I says, "We are broke."
Yeah.
So it all
my story is at home.
It all works out, But can you believe that?
I'm having ramen noodles with mushrooms tonight. Oh,
again?
Yeah.
Again. Ramen noodles.
Yeah.
That is the college food of champions.
I know, and 60 years later, I'm still eating.
Well, good habits are hard to break.
Well, it just happens.
It
just happens.
WJZM Radio. It is a Governor Wednesday here. We'll be Big 1400 WJZM Radio, 69 degrees. We'll have an extended look at our weather forecast after this update in national news.
WJZM Radio, Clarksville, Tennessee.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Ambulances rushing to and fro. Passers-by jumping in to help sift through what's left of a school after Mexico City sustained a 7.1 magnitude earthquake. American Richard Parmenter says he was not far away in the city square in Puebla, Mexico, when the quake hit.
It was crazy. Luckily, we're in the main center square. So even though there's some big buildings around us, even though we're some big buildings around us, none of the buildings fell.
Media reports the latest confirmed death toll now 226. Hurricane Maria has weakened to a Category 4 storm as it closes in on Puerto Rico. National Hurricane Center specialist Dave Roberts.
We're looking for landfall relatively soon here on the southeastern portion of Puerto Rico. And then it should pass north and northeast of the coast of Dominican later tonight and then Thursday. And, of course, the whole northern coast of Hispaniola is under a hurricane watch. And so that'll be upgraded later on to a warning.
Maria's maximum sustained winds said to be about 155 miles an hour. Senate Republicans are zeroing in on a tax cut outline that would add about $1.5 trillion to the national debt, but they say it will produce a surge in new revenue and growth.
Two key senators announced a deal suggesting they've agreed to the scope of a major tax reduction that would be spread out over 10 years. Insiders say that figure is $1.5 trillion, but neither Tennessee Senator Bob Corker or Pennsylvania's Pat Toomey would confirm these tax cuts would add $1.5 trillion to the deficit, but would allow more generous tax reductions than a deficit-neutral proposal. While some warn against fueling a bigger deficit, supporters believe that these tax breaks will stimulate more spending and investment. They say that could boost economic growth to 3%, what the president is seeking. Jackie Quinn, Washington.
On Wall Street, Dow futures are down 2 points. This is SRN News.
Guess who's on the cutting edge of up-to-date checking services? Heritage Bank. That's who. You know we're neighborly. You know we're trustworthy. Now know that we have the edge on checking accounts. With Edge Checking, you get benefits like shopping discounts, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Now you can be on the cutting edge with a new checking account at Heritage Bank. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbor. Member FDIC, bankwithheritage.com.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, Clarksville area weather, warm, hot today, maybe a pop-up shower this afternoon, 88 for a high, 70 for an overnight low, chance of rain on Thursday, once again, a high near 90 degrees. Currently, 69 degrees in downtown Clarksville. With a look at traffic, here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Traffic around the city and the county moving very smoothly at the moment. These areas are always slow this time of day. Wilma Rudolph Boulevard, New Providence Boulevard, Fort Campbell traffic on 41A, and the intersection of Madison Street and MLK Boulevard. Also 48 and 13 coming into the city from the county, slow in a couple of spots. 79 St. Bethlehem slow. And if you're headed to Nashville, well, 24 still looks fairly good all the way into Davidson County. Let's check in with Commander Chuck and see what's going on with the traffic in the Nashville area.
Well, good morning. We're looking live at a crash here in a popular spot here on 40 westbound at Spence Lane, where it's already very heavy trying to get in from the airport, headed towards the downtown area. Other wrecks out here, including 40 East there at Charlotte Pike, is over to the side. 3800 block of Murfreesboro Pike. Still a lot of traffic out of Wilson County, down I-40 through Mount Juliet. Now, for a limited time, switch to Cricket Wireless. Get a free phone, car charger, and earpiece. Go by 904 Murfreesboro Pike today. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
That's been a look at your traffic and weather together and the latest national news, all brought to you by Heritage Bank. And that brings us to our number 2 of Good Morning Clarksville. Good morning once again, Chuck Edwards.
Good morning, John Michaels. It is a Governor Wednesday.
Hello,
all
governors.
Things Austin P. Governors. You know, they got a football team.
They do?
Yeah.
I know they do.
That's right, buddy. And they won a game.
One of the goalposts for us to interview. It's out in the hallway out there. Can you talk to it?
We're gonna have that goalpost autograph.
Yes.
That's
what did you think about the game the other night?
But it is hour number 2 of the Good Morning Clarksville show with Chuck and John, and it is Austin P. Wednesday, a Governor Wednesday. We've got Nikki Luce Peterson in the house, and as well as Bill Persinger in the house, yes. And we're gonna talk Austin P. right here on
right
the Big
here?
14.
Right here.
Yes, sir. Right.
Okay. We'll do it right now in just about 2 minutes.
1400 WJZM Radio, Chuck and John for hour number 2 of the Wednesday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. On the way, we've got your Sports Now update brought to you by Mr. Appliance at 8:20. But it is a... What are you doing?
Throwing your request at you.
Oh, I thought you were opening up another pack of ramen noodles to go in there and put in the microwave.
This one's called... Yeah. This is the gourmet.
The gourmet ramen noodles.
Yeah, noodles.
It's kind of like
noodles.
The evolution. We've been talking about food, and we got to talking about college food. And, this is Governor Wednesday, so we've got Nikki Luce Peterson and Bill Persinger here from Austin Peay State University. And we're talking about ramen noodles, and we all can relate to ramen noodles, except I'm older than everybody in this room. So when I was in college, it wasn't ramen noodles. It was 2-day, 3-day-old pizza, or pizza without the green stuff on it, that you ate. But ramen noodles is a staple. Everybody should have a ramen noodle story. And it's kind of like cereal. My son is in from California, and he likes Cheerios. And it's not just Cheerios anymore. It's Honey Nut Cheerios, or it's Blueberry Cheerios, or it's Whole Wheat Cheerios. I mean, they've got all these different, and John was just bringing up that they've got all these different flavors of ramen noodles. It's not just a pack of ramen noodles. It's gourmet beef ramen noodles,
They even have shrimp.
But
I haven't seen the shrimp in it, though.
But it is still ramen noodles. Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good morning. We're doing good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming, Nikki.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Nikki Luce Peterson, she is the Director of Alumni Relations at Austin Peay State University. Bill Persinger is the Director of Marketing. And we're here to talk about all things Austin Peay. And we're going to play a game. You know how... Jimmy Fallon and some of those late night, y'all don't stay up that late. They love Jimmy Fallon. They have stuff that they say, okay, and later on we're going to play a game. Me and Morgan Freeman are going to play a game. Well, we're going to play a game that
I'm
you
scared.
already know. No. And you know what it's about? It's called Yes or BS. And it's about pizza. All right. And so we can all relate. But we're going to play this game. So anyway, Nikki, as the Director of Alumni Relations, what does that mean?
Yeah, so, really it's engaging our alumni. We're kind of the voice of the university when it comes to our alumni reaching back into Austin Peay and seeing what's going on around the community, around the university. So we're kind of the communication between the university and our alums around the country.
Yeah. That's what I was getting to, around the country.
Mm-hmm.
Do you travel a lot?
We do. Each year we kind of set aside some time where we all get together and we decide what areas around the country that we're going to be able to go visit. So usually we try to get in about 6-7 trips per year. Mm-hmm. We go out, we visit our alumni in their environment, in their culture. We let them know what's going on back in Clarksville at Austin Peay. But the exciting thing that's right around the corner is homecoming, so we actually get to bring all those alumni back home to us where it all started, and we're excited about that.
The theme is the 90s?
It is. Yeah. We love the 90s. So talking about ramen noodles, no better choice of food for the 90s than ramen noodles.
True.
There you go.
True. I agree.
Yeah.
So the theme this year is bringing back the 90s.
That's right.
But as the Director of Alumni Relations, I've always thought that, they put, get your name on in the computer as an alumni of Austin Peay State University, and some of the things that it's not always asking for support.
Right.
Is you want to, I guess, engage
Absolutely.
the alumni and want them to become a part of what's going on at Austin Peay and stay connected.
Yeah, and let me tell you this. Sometimes. And you're right. That's the first thing that people think, especially after they graduate, they walk off that stage and they hear back from people at Austin Peay. They want to know, are you asking me for money? And that's not necessarily the case. It may happen down the line, but that's not where we start off with. We want to engage them. We want them to come back to the community, back to campus. We want them to just more so give their service and give their time back to Austin Peay. We want crowds. We want people back on campus, not only at homecoming, but different events throughout the year. And we want them to be proud of being an Austin Peay governor and want to make their way back.
You want everybody every Saturday to be like last Saturday.
Absolutely. That was a great environment. Yeah. We need it. We do.
Now, some of those pictures on Facebook show Bill Persinger with a sandwich in each hand. Yeah. When he was going down, Tailgate Alley. Was that really you?
That was not me.
That was not. Had a turkey leg in one hand. No, you had 3. But, I did not get a chance to make it, but I heard it was a great atmosphere.
It was the most unbelievable atmosphere that I have seen there since I can remember being at Governor Stadium and now being at Forterra Stadium. It was exciting.
It was, and so now you're looking forward to homecoming. Homecoming is the 19th and 20th of October.
It's the 20th and 21st of October.
I was close.
Yeah, you were close. You were right there.
Yeah.
And now student events are going on the 19th, so you're right.
Yeah.
You've got it.
So what are some of the things that are happening this year they always have a golf tournament.
We do.
They have a lot of socials.
We do. We've got a full pack list of events that are going on, but some of our more traditional ones do start on October 20th, which is that Friday of homecoming. We open it up with the 39th annual homecoming golf tournament that takes place at Swan Lake Golf Course. We welcome all of our alums to come and play a little golf. We give them lunch, there's drinks, there's food provided, and that's just for the small price of $60 per person. We are open to about 30 teams this year, and we already have about 18 that have filled up the slots. So we fill that up very quickly. So, that starts off our Friday, and then some more traditional events. Later that night, we have our military alumni chapter dinner, where we raise scholarship dollars for our military scholarships. That is usually a packed house as well. It takes place in the UC Ballroom. And then we end Friday night with the African American Alumni Chapter Mixer. That is over at the Riverview Hotel. That's usually, we have somewhere between 300 and 400 alumni that usually get back to attend that.
Be jamming.
They do, absolutely. Yeah. It's a good time.
Who do we play, Bill?
We play SEMO.
SEMO, yep.
Okay.
We do.
I was just wondering who was coming so we could take our frustration out.
We're taking it out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Because we're headed up. We won one game. We're going for two this week.
That's
right. As we go to Murray. I hate Murray.
Yeah. I don't think there's anybody in here that disagrees with you.
Well, we were talking about it. It used to be, when I was in school, it was Western.
Right, okay.
Hated Western. Then it got to be Middle.
Right.
Then the Middle. And then it was Murray, and now I don't know who it is.
I think it's still, Murray's still pretty hardcore. We've got some
especially
heated
in
rivalry
basketball.
Basketball, and Belmont's a little bit right there with basketball too, but I don't know if anybody's going to ever steal it from Murray.
How's your dad?
He's doing good. Thank you for asking.
Good.
He's joined the golf course and hitting the course every day and doing good, following the grandkids.
So he's finding something to do,
Absolutely. Right? If he doesn't hit the golf course, my mother finds him something to do. So either way, we got it.
So he's getting out of there.
That's right.
He's getting out of there.
Absolutely.
Let's go back, and we need to take a break. We've got to do the VolNet. No, we've got to do the Sports Now update with Justin Swallow.
That's correct.
Brought to you by Mr. Appliance on the Big 1400. We'll be back with Nikki Luce Peterson and Bill Persinger from Austin Peay State University. It is Governor Wednesday on the Big 1400.
This Sports Now update is presented by Mr. Appliance. Get it fixed fast with a quick call to Mr. Appliance at 931-503-7070.
The Nashville Predators split a preseason doubleheader last night against the Florida Panthers. The visitors won the first game 5-3, and the Preds won game 2 3-2 in overtime, thanks to a game-winning goal by fourth-year wingman Mika Salamaki. Preds head coach Peter Laviolette explained the value of a preseason doubleheader, relishing the opportunity to see 40 of the 53 players currently on Nashville's roster compete. Next up on the Preds preseason slate is a Friday night road tilt against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Also today, we want to make sure area football fans know about an opportunity to take a road trip with the Austin Peay Governors. The APSU Athletics Department has arranged a travel package for Saturday night's game at Murray State. For only $50, fans can get a ticket to the game, a bus ride to and from the contest, and a pregame meal served on the ride in. Those interested in this unique travel opportunity should call the Austin Peay ticket office at 931-221-7329. Lastly, today we'll head to the links to celebrate district championships for both the Clarksville High boys and girls golf squads. The Lady Wildcats are well on their way to repeating as state champions after taking the District 10 AAA title with a composite low score of 146. McKinley Cunningham turned in the day's best round, shooting an 18-hole total 72. The boys were led by Christopher Reynolds, who also turned in a 72 and led led his team to a 16-shot victory over district runner-up Creekwood. From the WJZM Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
Don't despair over that busted stove, broken dishwasher, or out-of-order dryer. Just pick up the phone and call Mr. Appliance. He offers flat-rate pricing, meaning there aren't any hidden fees, and he promises an always quick response with same or next-day appointments. Mr. Appliance also gives you a complimentary 1-year parts and labor warranty on every household repair. You can book an appointment anytime by calling 931-503-7070 or by going online to MrAppliance.com/Clarksville.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. Justin Swallows comes your way this afternoon with another edition of Sports Now, brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy and Coffee Break and Cheesecake, 320 and 620 this afternoon on the Big 1400. Meanwhile, it is a Governor Wednesday, and we're talking with Nikki Luce Peterson, who is Director of Alumni Relations at Austin Peay State University, and Bill Persinger, who is Director of Marketing. Nikki, we were talking about homecoming, and we got up to Friday.
Yes.
We missed Saturday.
Yeah.
And that's the big day.
That is the big day.
Okay.
Absolutely. So we kind of kick things off with what's a very special event is we get to celebrate the 50-year reunion this year of the class of 1967. So we bring in those alums. We celebrate and recognize them.
There's somebody older than me.
That's right.
There's somebody class of 67.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
So following that, of course, we have the all-favorite homecoming parade that takes route around campus at 10 a.m. And then we go into our Alumni Awards Luncheon, where we get to recognize and honor 6 outstanding alumni and friends. So the recipients this year we're excited about. We've got our own Joe Shakinab, Coach Dave Luce, John Swigert, Trent Caffey, Mike Krause, and Steve Harmon. So we're excited to be able to recognize them during that luncheon.
That ought to be nice.
Yeah, it will. It's always a nice event.
Is this by invite or is this?
This is open to everyone.
Okay.
So, yes, so it's open to everyone, and those spots fill up quickly. So we ask people to RSVP. It's $25 per person. You can pay at the door if you need to, and you can call the alumni number, and I'll give that to you here in just a second. After the Alumni Awards lunch, we head over to Tailgate Alley, where it's bumping, and especially if we play the way we played this past weekend, it'll be bumping that day too.
It's a happening place.
It is. And then, of course, at 4 p.m.
And Bill is the Grand Marshal.
He is the Grand
of
Marshal
Tailgate
of
Alley.
Tailgate Alley. Yep.
He's the greeter. He is the official greeter
That's
of
right.
Tailgate Alley.
And then he rides the goalpost after the victories too. So he's a jack of all trades.
Don't share that, Nikki. Don't share that.
Mayor Durr was in town. He said, you all need to work on, tearing down goalposts.
Yeah.
And we said, hey, they haven't had much of an opportunity to tear down any goalposts.
Yeah, we're going to now. And then, of course, 4 p.m. we take on Southeast Missouri. So it'll be a day packed with events. Yeah, we're excited about that.
Good.
So they can, of course, call the alumni office at 931-221-7979, or they can visit the homecoming schedule online at apsu.edu/homecoming-alumni for more information.
Yeah, and so when you look online, you can keep up with everything that's going on. As bringing back the 90s.
Bringing back the 90s. We love the 90s.
We love the 90s.
That's right.
Is the theme
Yep.
for this year's homecoming at Austin Peay State University. Nikki, as Director of Alumni Relations, what's the biggest challenge that you face?
Yeah, it's, I would say one of the biggest groups in which there's a challenge that we face is our young alumni, and we're definitely picking up the pace with them, but it's trying to get them engaged as soon as they walk off the stage. So in order to do that, we've really taken some steps to engage our students while they're on campus. We want them to know who the alumni office is, who the National Alumni Association is, so that when they do make that transition to an individual off of an education campus, they know what to expect and they know who they're talking to when they communicate back with the university.
It would seem as though the whole idea of Austin Peay alumni and your department with alumni relations is that making them understand that this family, this Austin Peay family, is a continuum.
Right.
It doesn't stop just because you walked across that stage.
That's right.
And got your diploma.
We do. We want them to feel proud to have been a graduate of Austin Peay State University. And I think that some of our alums have just been so successful in the endeavors that they take on when they graduate from Austin P that it makes our degrees worth more every day. And so I think we're very proud of that. We're very proud of our alums. And we hope in the end, of course, that they want to give back to Austin P for everything that Austin P has done for them, too. So, of course, monetary value is very important to us as well. And we hope that in order to make Austin P as successful as we want it to be in the future, we hope that they will, in return, give back to the university they attended.
Yeah, the success that you're having as the Director of Alumni Relations, is it continuing to grow because Austin P is continuing to grow? And so that means you have to incorporate different ideas, different strategies. I mean,
that's right.
You have to use that darn internet. I mean, as you said, reaching the young Austin P graduates, the young alumni, is a challenge because they're so caught up in, the computer.
Right.
And their way, their mode of communication, they look at emails. That's the only way they communicate. And so that's something that you have to stay a step ahead of, right?
Absolutely. We're always researching and trying to stay up with the trends. And you're right. What used to be a letter or a postcard that you would mail to your alumni to get them to come back to thing, it's almost transparent now. Everything's social media. Everything is on the internet, which is good for us because in the click of a button, we can get information out to our alumni on what's happening. So it's a good thing. And then as far as keeping up with the trends and the country hearing about Austin P, I think that with what President Elisa White and the upper administration and faculty and staff at the university are doing, Austin P is nationally known now. And so it's not just a university that you hear of when you think about sports or basketball or football now or baseball or anything that's on the fly, but you hear about what they're doing on the academic side of things as well. So we're excited about that.
That should be important. I mean,
absolutely.
That college experience and the academics, but it should incorporating that the sports, the student life, and the academics, all important.
All facets, absolutely.
Yeah. When you decide, you and your team, your department, that we're going to go visit some of the alumni or have a party. I don't want to say a party. What's a better word?
A reception, a get-together, a mix and mingle,
Is there a regional aspect to it, or is it a specific city or something?
There is. When we first start planning where we're going to visit, we definitely look at our demographics. We look at our population in certain areas. And now Austin P is heavily populated in the southeast region. We have a lot of alums, of course, in Tennessee, like Memphis, Chattanooga, the Montgomery County and Nashville areas. But we're also heavy populated and have a lot of service from alums in the Florida area, in Atlanta, in Washington, D.C., and definitely in Texas. So those are definitely areas that we always try to hit up. We do. We certainly do.
Texas?
We
Texas? Are you kidding me?
Absolutely. Well, people think Austin P is in Texas, so it just works out well.
Oh, man. I was just wondering, what regions, besides the Tennessee regions, what area?
That
East Tennessee
region, yeah.
Are we have a big presence in East Tennessee or not so much?
We do, and I think Bill can probably touch on the numbers more so than I can, but Memphis, Chattanooga, Knoxville, we have got a lot of alums that are actually growing in those areas. We used to be more centered around Montgomery County and Nashville area and in the south region of Kentucky, but I think we're definitely expanding into those east and west areas.
Let's get them from Murray.
Let's do it. Take them. Steal them
from Murray.
Yep.
So, Bill, the what Nikki was talking about, some of the areas that where they are students, alumni, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, so we do have a growing number of alumni in the outer areas. And actually one of the things that's happening now from a recruiting standpoint is we're reaching further beyond the borders of Tennessee now. We're attracting more students from out of state. A lot of those students are high-performing students, so high GPA, high ACT. And over time, that obviously has a after effect where people find out that person went there and their friends come, and so it expands in that way. So, it's growing. It's a growing market for us, and down the road, I think for Nikki and her staff, it's a growing community of alumni as well.
You want to hear an interesting story?
Please.
Excuse me. I guess it was earlier in the summer. I have this thing about pens, writing pens, instruments.
I gotcha.
And so I kept getting this mail from this company called Levenger.
Okay.
And someone had given me a pen set from them, and I really liked it. So, I went online and I looked, and I said, well, I like that pen. I think I'm going to order that pen and some refills for my old pen that I have. So I called to order, and the lady who was the receptionist, or whatever it was, she got to talking, and she says, and you're in... I said, Clarksville, Tennessee. And she said, we were just in Clarksville. And I said, really? And she said, yeah. She said, my son was visiting Austin Peay.
Oh, great.
And I said, really? And what the conversation went on is that she was somewhere around Memphis. Okay. I don't know if there's a call center in Memphis or the company is in Memphis. But anyway, and I said, really? And so I said, well, did he make a decision? She said, well, I think he's leaning towards, and so I sold her on Austin Peay.
There you
I got
go.
to telling her about Austin Peay.
Nice work, Chuck.
Yeah.
And but it was pretty cool.
Nice,
that she said that, we were just up there visiting, and she said her son decided. So,
well, that's great. Yeah.
One of the things that I've seen shift over the years is and actually Dr. White has talked about this, is we're now seen as a sexy school. So we've become, it's a great thing.
What does that mean?
That means, that's a good question. It means we're cooler than we used to be, I think is a simple way to put it.
It's we're attractive. Our facilities look good. Our campus looks good. It's a place where people are proud to say that they attend.
If somebody comes to campus that has never been to campus before, and they're interested in going to school, when they step foot on campus, I think the conversion rate's somewhere around 80% for our admissions people. So that kind of tells you how nice our campus is comparatively. And, we talked earlier about, I've been through that process myself this year with my oldest child. And we went to several campuses, and I'll have to say I was really proud. Austin Peay's campus, the quality of a tour you get, for example, the way things look on campus, the landscape, the quality of upkeep around campus, we are bar none well ahead of a lot of schools.
I would remember, and it's been a couple of years ago, one of the news stations in Nashville, they were doing a story, and it involved Austin Peay State University, and they described Austin Peay as a public university with a private school look and feel.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And I thought that was interesting. That because of the facilities and because of the way it looks.
That's a good compliment.
It was a neat compliment, I thought.
And the name Austin Peay, it sounds a little private in itself.
Right. That's good. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in, Nikki.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Let's talk about the Candlelight Ball.
Okay, great.
2018.
So 2018, the committee just started meeting last night, so they're excited and rearing to go. They are chaired this year by Christina Clark and Andrea Herrera, and that event will take place on March 10th, 2018 at the Omni Hotel in downtown Nashville. Rooms are already up for sale, so we've got a block of about 70 rooms, so people need to act fast. So if you want to attend the ball, go ahead and call the Omni and book your room now.
So now people go there and they book rooms at the Omni because they can let their hair down.
There you go.
That's
exactly.
right.
They just,
the whole idea.
Tell it for those who are listening and are not familiar with the Candlelight Ball. It is open to everyone.
It is, correct. The Candlelight Ball is, I would say, Austin Peay's premier black tie event. It's a scholarship raiser for scholarships for deserving APSU students. Over 30 students have been awarded scholarships and been assisted because of the funds given by the Candlelight Ball. So last year we had about 400 guests that attended. It is a great time. A beautiful dinner is served. Great, amazing band plays. We've got 2 award recipients that will be awarded this year, and that is Maggie Colback, of course, a great alum from Austin Peay, and Terry Griffin with Budweiser will be awarded. So we're excited to have them there and recognize them, and it'll be a great party time. So we're excited about it.
Terry Griffin?
Mm-hmm.
Terry Griffin's getting an award.
He's getting the Spirit of Austin P award. Yep. Very deserving of it.
He's a good guy. He's back in the country.
He's here.
I thought he was, somewhere, trying to find, the great Batar on the mountaintop or something. I mean, he's
back. He found him. He's here.
Terry and Debbie are great people, and that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
we're
a good
excited
thing.
about it.
Yeah, so the candlelight ball, and a lot of people think that the candlelight ball, they can't attend, and they think that they don't know anything about the candlelight ball, but it is a fundraiser. It is for scholarships, and it is a chance to dress up and put on the Ritz.
Absolutely, it's a good time. It is a lot of fun.
You put on. I like looking at the pictures. It's been years. We attended, I think.
We got to get you back, Chuck. We got to get you there.
Somehow or another, I got to talk Mom in. Because I've got a tuxedo I could dust off.
There you go.
And I got some shoes. But see, my problem is that there will be this competition between me and Kevin Kennedy for getting in the most pictures. I want to get in as many pictures as Kevin. Yeah. So I guess I need to sit at the table with him.
You need to do it. We can make that happen.
Yeah, and so make sure that I can get in some of the pictures. The candlelight ball. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And Austin P Homecoming, October
20th and 21st. Again, they can call 931-221-7979 or visit apsu.edu/homecoming-alumni.
Bringing back the 90s is this year's theme.
We love the 90s.
Yeah, we love the 90s.
There you go. Yep.
So it is. Thanks. Nikki Luce Peterson, Director of Alumni Affairs, is our guest. Bill, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Did I need to talk to you about anything?
Just mention the
Murray bus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So this weekend we play Murray away at Murray State. So we as of yesterday, I think, secured a fan bus to go, $50, which includes bus ride, the ticket to the game, and meals. So.
That's a good deal.
Come join us. We need to sign up by, I believe, Thursday afternoon.
Tomorrow by noon, and I think there are 50 spots on the bus, but about 25 of those have already been filled. So you can call athletics at 221-7904 for more information or to reserve your spot.
I think we need to take multiple buses.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Take multiple buses up there to Murray. So they can call
the athletics office.
The athletics office.
931-221-7904.
Okay, for the bus to Murray. That's right. We're going up there to take over them races.
That's right.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Dickie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Good seeing
Thanks
you
for
again.
having us.
Okay, that does it.
Fill up the bus.
Governor Wednesday. Fill the bus, y'all. Fill the bus. Going to Murray. That's right. Here.
Packing.
We're going to pack the bus.
That's right.
That's right.
We need to take a break.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. Oh!
No. Wait. Okay. All right.
I said we were going to play a game.
I'm good.
Oh, that's right.
No.
We're going to play a game, okay?
Right. Oh, is it my favorite game?
It is your favorite game.
And not me.
Better not be trivia.
No, this game is called Yes or BS.
Oh, yes.
Yes or
Fact
BS.
or crap. Yeah.
It means, I'll give you a statement, and you decide yes if it's true, or BS if it's not true.
Can they call it for you?
Did you know that today is National Pepperoni Pizza Day?
True. Yes. Is this my first question? No.
No. Yeah. No. The day before yesterday was Cheeseburger Day.
I knew that one.
Did you go get a cheeseburger?
I did not, but I knew it was Cheeseburger Day.
Where's your favorite cheeseburger?
Johnny's.
Yep. Bill?
Yeah, I'd say Johnny's.
Yeah, the consensus, all four of us, we said Johnny's first.
I like a Wendy's hamburger too.
Yeah, Wendy's has some
right
good
up there
hamburgers.
too.
They do.
They be
Mike O'Malley makes some good cheese.
Mike O'Malley does some great cheeseburgers. And I was telling my wife the other night, I said, man, those cheeseburgers look so good on TV.
Yeah.
When they show the
cheese melting off the side.
It makes me want to get out in my house coat and bedroom slippers and go out and drive down to Wendy's. But anyway, the topic is pizza trivia. Okay. Number one, according to the National Association of Pizza Operators, more than a third of all the pizzas we order include pepperoni as one of the toppings. Yes or BS? John?
Yes.
Very good. The exact number is 36%, which is just over a third. So you're all on the roll. Okay. Number 2, according to a recent survey, the average American will eat about 20,000 slices of pizza in their lifetime. Yes or BS? Bill? 20,000 slices of pizza in their lifetime.
20,000. I'm going to say BS.
I got BS. BS.
John?
20,000. I'm going to say yes.
Oh, you're wrong. They're right. It's actually about 6,000 pieces in their life.
Just waiting to happen.
Now, some people do eat that much. They get, give me a triple.
You won't live that long to see the 22nd thousand.
Yeah, my aorta's going anyway, because I smoke 4 packs of cigarettes a day. So give me,
give me some pizza.
Yeah,
some pizza.
Yeah.
Throw
And
me a
double
beer
the
in with
cheese and 4 times the pepperoni. It's really about 6,000 slices. Okay, number 3. The most Googled food last month was pizza. The most Googled food last month was pizza. Nikki?
I say BS.
Bill?
I'll say BS on that.
John?
BS.
Very good. For some reason, the number of crunchers at Google count water as a food. So that was number 1. Chicken was number 2. Pizza was 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, and those were the top 3 for all of 2016.
Okay.
How would somebody Google water?
You know what? This is great, but I just did that about 2 weeks ago.
You Google water?
The reasoning is because I saw a study showing how much acidic...
There's another study,
There you
John.
go.
There's another study.
Let's take a survey.
Too much acidic contents within certain bottled waters.
Certain bottled.
So I looked it up to see which ones were the safest to drink because we drink a lot of bottled waters.
And you went to Publix.
Don't look at this one, but yes, I did. This one probably may not have scored too high, but yeah.
Bill, isn't it amazing that we pay for water?
It's incredible.
I remember...
It drives me insane because we spend a lot at our home on bottled water. What I want to use is just a regular, like a bicycle bottle and just refill it from the tap.
Well, I remember telling my wife, you're speaking of D.C., we went to Washington, and we had some friends who were at Georgetown University, and we went to visit them. And so we went to the Commons area, and this was when we were in college.
Okay.
And they had their little bottles, and I said, man, this is really a, uppity place. They got bottled water. Let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
They can't just go to a water fountain. They got bottled water.
There you go. Now look at us.
You just can't get it. Okay. Last year, a pizza place in New York started selling pizzas that came in a box that was also made of pizza. Yes or BS? Bill?
I'll say yes.
Nick?
BS.
That's BS.
Where you found that? Yes. Yes, it was. Last April, now there was a place called Vinny's Pizzeria, started selling pizzas in edible pizza boxes. Cost about $40. Final question. The Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada by a guy from Greece. Yes or BS?
I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say yes.
That's my favorite pizza. I'm going to say yes.
Very good. It was. A guy named Sam Pananopoulos started selling them at his pizza place in Ontario in 1962. He just passed away in June at age 83. So, see, you all did good.
There you go.
So you have to come back every Wednesday to play Yes or BS.
I'm in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Bill
Have a good one.
Persinger and Nikki Luce Peterson from Austin Peay State University. It is Governor Wednesday on Big 1400.
For real estate services, Byers & Harvey can do it all. Real estate sales, rentals, property management, commercial and residential development. Byers & Harvey is Clarksville's oldest independent real estate company and has given continuous service since 1878. Byers & Harvey have 3 locations to serve you: in North Clarksville, in the heart of downtown, and at Sango. For more information and listings, visit them online at byersandharvey.com. byersandharvey.com. Byers & Harvey, Clarksville's real estate company.
Family outings should be special. They should be memorable. They should be fun. And you'll find all of that and more with a short trip to Culver's of Clarksville. With a focus on customer service and quality farm fresh ingredients, Culver's is serving food and fun at a whole new level. Go by today for one of their made-to-order butter burgers or a waffle cone stuffed with fresh frozen custard. They're at 140 Southampton Place, just off Wilma Rudolph Boulevard, Culver's of Clarksville. Welcome to Delicious.
With the Christ Center curriculum and a high expectation for academic mastery, Power and Grace Preparatory Academy has set the gold standard for elementary learning. Certified by the Tennessee Department of Education, they've extended their offerings to include music, art, and Spanish. Additionally, students will be participating in STEAM Fridays, emphasizing science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Before and after care is available, spanning from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and enrollment is open for children in pre-K through the 3rd grade. For more info, visit powerandgraceacademy.com or call 931-320-9862.
The Big 1400 is WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
Shopping for a car with past credit issues can seem impossible, but it doesn't have to be. Tommy's Quality Used Cars in Guthrie guarantees credit approval for anybody with a job and a down payment. And with over 100 units in stock at all times, the selection of high-end pre-owned vehicles at Tommy's is completely unmatched. It's the area's best pricing and no pressure sales experience and guaranteed credit approval at Tommy's Quality Used Cars, 424 State Street in Guthrie, and online at tommysusedcars.com.
Nationwide is on your side. You have a side that is retired, playing tag and getting tired. A side that owns your own store. Looks like you need to expand some more. That's why there's a Nationwide. They help protect and grow your many sides. Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
For all your mini sides, there's Nationwide. Call Clarksville agent Carter Briggs today at 931-906-5100.
Copies in a Flash is your one-stop copy design and print supercenter. If you're looking for letterheads, carbonless forms, envelopes, address labels, or anything to do with print, your local Copies in a Flash can handle it all in a flash. Stop in and see Copies in a Flash at 1841 Business Park Drive in Clarksville and see how they can help you on your next project. Copies in a Flash offers free delivery. Visit Copies in a Flash and see all of their offerings at copiesinaflash.com. That's copiesinaflash.com. Copies in a Flash is proud to support our community and say go Big Orange.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio with the Jacksons. WJZM Radio. Clarksville area weather, high today around 90, near 90. With chance of rain this afternoon, maybe a pop-up shower. 74 an overnight low. Chance of rain on Thursday and Friday. For the next 3 or 4 days, we've got this 20% chance of an afternoon pop-up shower, but temperature's still going to be right near the 90-degree mark. Currently, we're at 73 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Hit it. Yeah.
Hit it?
Yeah.
You want to get on the seesaw,
let's get started. Let's go ahead and get started, because I got some good news coming up. WJZM Radio, where we've got high school football. Our game of the week, Clarksville Academy versus Fulton City. This Friday, airtime 6:45, kickoff 7 o'clock. Justin Swallows will have all the play-by-play plus color from Hold Everything.
He's just in the background.
He's not the commentator?
No, he's the PA announcer.
The PA announcer.
announcer, but he kind of drowns. I mean, you can hear him in the background. Did I say drowns everything? He kind of is in the background.
But anyway, that's Clarksville Academy.
Everything. There's a flag on the play. Everything. Let's talk
Clarksville Academy this Friday is 6:45, 7 o'clock kickoff on the Big 1400. So, the good news to end the day.
All right.
Chris Long is a defensive end for the Philadelphia Eagles, and he was in the news last month after he publicly supported a black teammate who was protesting the national anthem. He said he had never protested the anthem personally, but he thought it was important to support his teammate. Obviously, it caused some controversy, but this shouldn't, because it's pretty great. He and his wife, Megan, are both from Charlottesville, Virginia. And that's where white supremacists clashed with anti-protesters last month. And they were sad to see all that hatred and bigotry flooding, of course, into their hometown. So yesterday, Chris and Megan announced that they're doing something positively great for the community. They're going to donate over a third of his salary this year to help set up scholarships for kids there.
Oh.
He's donating his paychecks for the first 6 games of the season. His current base salary is $1 million plus a bunch of bonuses. Now, it's not clear if they're factored in or not, so at least he's going to donate $375,000, maybe more. As a kid, he went to a really good private school where the tuition was over $24,000 a year now. So he's working with the Boys and Girls Clubs in Central Virginia, and 2 kids will get free tuition from 6th grade all the way through from high school.
How about that?
That's great.
That's
great.
Good news.
I mean, and we were talking earlier about some of those NBA players making multi-millions of dollars after taxes and everything. And I don't know if they gave any of their money to help some kids with their tuition, but he only makes $1 million, and he's going to give away almost half of it.
famous.
WJZM, Clarksville.